Hello, folks. Welcome to today's football predictions on Betcross. Another very beautiful day, beautiful Thursday morning. And we are back once again with our usual football predictions that we do on a daily basis. All right. We look at football matches going on across the globe and we select a few of these matches and look into them thoroughly, and make verdict based on the recent results that these teams are having. Using those results, we always come up with the best possible verdict for each of these matches. That's what we do on a daily basis. We saw yesterday how we fared. We did very well. The four games we had yesterday was actually quite on point. Every single one of them came out just the way we predicted that. I tell you, that's what we do on a daily basis. And congratulations to those of us who took part in that very game yesterday. And today we go again. All right. Also remember to join our VIP special group or put out games that we believe to have that higher probability of coming out correctly. VIP special group. And look at this video, the description of this very video. You can always find a link as well as anywhere you see join channel around this very video, right? And do remember to subscribe as well. All right, that being said, without further ado, we head to the business of today, and we have quite good games today, and it is the first one Shakhtar coming up against Servette. It's actually European Conference League. In this very encounter, we start looking at how these two sides fared in recent times, and we could see for the Shakhtar the home side, they've been able to achieve 3 victories and 3 draws in the last 6 matches. And Servette, the Switzerland side, actually had 1 draw and 1 win in the last 6 games. They've also lost 4 matches out of the last 6 games that they had so far. All right, when you look at how the two teams fared from home and away basis, you can see for the home side, Shakhtar out of the last 10 home matches that they have so far, have seen them winning 5 games and drawing 4, and also losing once in the last 10 home matches that they have so far. In the away side, Servette, on the other hand, have won 4 matches and they draw, but have also lost 5 games out of the last 10 away matches that they have so far. There have not been any record of head-to-head meeting between the two sides, but this happened to be the first time, in a long while. So we do expect to see Shakhtar who we saw does so very well, especially when they play from home. We saw them beating the likes of Besiktas, and we do expect to see Shakhtar winning outrightly here. It is the home side to win. That's our value for that very one. Home win, that's our value, okay? And we head to the next. Also in the Europa Conference League, we'll have Rosenborg coming up against Mainz. Mainz in Germany. Rosenborg is actually a Norwegian side. And when you take a look at the stats for each of these sides, you can see that Rosenborg in the last 6 games that they had, been able to win 4 and 1 draw. They've lost 1 as well. And Mainz, on the other hand, have won 5 games out of the last 6 matches. They've also had 1 draw. It's a side that is in good form at the moment. And when you look at how they fare from home and away basis, Rosenborg have actually done very well from home, winning 5 matches and 5 draws. They've not lost a single match in the last 10 home games. And Mainz, on the other hand, a very good side as well, winning 7 games in the last 10 away matches. They've also had 3 losses out of those. And the last away game, we saw them, against Dinamo Dresden, beating Dinamo Dresden on that very occasion by 1-0. All right, that tells you a lot about this very side. Mainz is the German side, a very strong side. So here, we'll be expecting them to do very well against, Rosenborg. And we'll be going with the away side to not lose here. We'll go with the away side either winning or drawing, and and under 4.5. So I will to win or draw and under 4. That's our value for that very one. Okay, and we head to the next for today. Also, is it actually a game in the Polish League One? All right, Polish League One. We have a Gornik coming up against the Pogon Siedlce. All right, for Gornik in the last 6 matches that he has so far, it is 3 draws and 3 losses. They've not won a single match out of the last 6 games. And for the away side of Pogon, they've won 3 games and a draw, also losing 2 matches out of the last 6 recent encounters. And when you look at how the two teams fared from home and away basis, you can see for the home side, Gornik they've won 2 matches and 3 draws. They've also lost 5 matches out of the last 10 home appearances. Not the best side even playing from home. All right, when you look at Pogon, on the other hand, they've won 3 games and 3 draws. They've also lost 4 matches in the last 10 away matches that they have so far. The last away game, we saw them against the Roach, and they were able to defeat Roach on that very occasion by 2-0 from away. All right, and the last home game for the home side, I saw them playing out a draw against the Puskat. All right, and on head-to-head basis, the last time both teams met, it was a 0-0 draw on that very occasion. That was actually a friendly game. But prior to that, we saw the two sides playing against each other, and Pogon was actually the side with the victory on that very occasion, winning by 3 goals to 1. So in this very encounter, we expect to see the away side Pogon, who have actually shown more progress in terms of their performances in recent times. We would expect to see the away side either winning or drawing here, and yeah, we'll go with away side to win or draw. That's just a value for that very one, okay? And we head to the next for today. All right, it is a game in the Swedish Cup where we'll have Enkoping who will be facing Degerfors. Enkoping is a side in the Division 1 North of Sweden, while Degerfors is actually a side in the Swedish top flight division, where the toppest league in the Swedish games. All right. When you look at how the two teams fared in recent times, you can see that Enkoping have won just one match. It's one match and a draw, but have lost 4 games out of the last 6 matches that they had in recent times. And Degerford, on the other hand, have only managed 2 draws out of the last 6 games. They've also lost 4 out of the last 6 recent encounters that they have so far. All right, when you look at how the two teams fared from home and away basis, because I see the home side in Enkoping in the last 10 home matches have won 5 games and a draw. They've also lost 4 matches out of the last 10 home games that they had. And away side Degerfors winning 3 matches and losing 7 matches in the last 10 home games that they have. So in the last 10 away matches, rather, okay. And is a side that does so very poorly in the top league of Sweden. All right, but when you look at head to head, the last time both teams met was far back 2009, and Degerfors won on that very occasion on that by 3 goals to 1. Degerfors actually dominated the meetings between the two sides. The last 3 meetings I've seen Degerfors always winning against this very side. All right, but in this very encounter, it's quite difficult to call. Seeing that the away side is actually in very poor form, and the home side also is a side that have been in divisions that is just 3 league lower than the away side. So we'll be going with the away side, even though they're not in good form at the moment. We expect to see them not to lose here. We expect to see them winning outright, because they're playing a side that is actually in 3rd division of Sweden. So I will win. That's what we're fighting for that very game. And that will conclude it for us today on BetCraft. Wish you the very best of luck, and hope you to get goals green. Remember to play responsibly, as these are football games. Sometimes may not be exactly what it presents. All right. Also remember that other games that we predict will be on our VIP special group, where we're putting out games that we believe to have that higher probability of coming out correctly. Do endeavor to join. A link in the description of this very video, as well as anyway you see join channel membership around this very video. We'll always take you to VIP special. Do endeavor to join. Tomorrow is another day. Until then, keep winning.